Hi guys, this is Saurabh. Today we are working on this 6-year-old black colored Ford Endeavour. This car is parked out in the sun. It's never been protected and it is a very interesting project for us. Generally you'll see us working on newer cars, but this project is a complete challenge for us. Taking you through the pictures of how we received the car, you will know that this car was in very bad condition. The extent of damage we will just show to you. This is in no way a comment on the upkeep of this car, but an example of what 6 years do to your vehicle. Manufacturers claim that modern clear coats are not prone to UV damage and oxidation, but this is not true. This hazing that you see is because of oxidation. This would ultimately lead to clear coat failure. That situation is still years away. Here we are trying to show you the extent of embedded deposits on this vehicle. The logos and crevices are holding on to lots of mineral deposits. I would like you to observe the condition of each and every panel that we show you and then see the difference after each step. This car had each and every defect that gives the detailer nightmares. Just have a look at the engine bay, which is a complete horror story. There is oil spillage and years of dirt that is embedded into the plastics. Here we have started with our decontamination by rinsing out the dirtiest areas of the car first. This high pressure jet is very effective in getting rid of all the loose dirt. But for effective cleaning, you do need appropriate chemicals. This cleaner that we are spraying is going to remove all the mineral deposits and will remove all the stubborn dirt that is embedded in all the hard to reach areas. I am so glad that the wheel design is such that it gives us plenty of space to access the wheel barrel. And here, have a look at the color of the suds. This shows that there was so much of embedded dirt in the tires. Though we are showing only one step of cleaning, but in many cases we have to do these steps repeatedly till the time all the embedded dirt has been removed. If you look closely under the vehicle, you will see how much of muck has come out of this car. Once all the 4 wheels were cleaned, we started with removing the mineral deposits from logos and all the crevices and edges of trim. Here we are using a mineral deposit remover to remove the deposits from all the hard to reach areas and crevices. Agitating with appropriate brushes increases the chemical action of the cleaner. For the engine bay, we sprayed a strong degreaser and then used appropriate brushes to scrub and agitate so that we could remove all the deposits. Once all the problem areas were corrected, then we started with the top wash, and here we are liberally spraying water on the car to remove all the loose dirt. This is followed by pre-soaking the car in foam. Foam helps in breaking down the dirt and deposits from the surface and makes the further steps of cleaning the car much easier. By the end of this step, the car is nearly clean and we follow it up with a contact wash to remove any hard to clean spots where the foam has not been able to do its job. We always clean the vehicle from top towards the bottom to ensure that there is no cross contamination. This final rinse removes all the soap suds and all the dirt that would still be there on the surface. Now all that is left to do is to dry out the car. We start off by removing water from all the crevices using a leaf blower. This is done to prevent formation of mineral deposits in these areas. Now that the decon is over, I have taped out a test panel to decide on the polish and pad combination to revive this paint. Since the surface shows such heavy oxidation and presence of such deep swirls and scratches, I decided to go ahead with my most aggressive combination, that is using a polishing compound and using a high powered rotary polisher with a wool pad. This is my most aggressive combination, and see, just 4 passes have brought out such a remarkable difference. In this next step, I am using a finishing polish with a medium grade pad to remove the hazing marks that have been left behind after the first step. While using a polisher, it is important to use a steady arm speed and a steady pressure on the polisher to ensure a consistent cut. Here, I am wiping the test panel using isopropyl alcohol to get rid of all the polishing oils so that I can examine the surface and see whether the surface is up to my expectation or not. And here, as the last step, I am using Carpro Essence. This is a silica based polish with very fine abrasives, and it gives a very high level of gloss. And this is the result that we've achieved. As you can see, there is no spreading of light. That means that the correction is absolutely perfect. There is a marked difference between what the surface was before and what the surface is right now. The surface is still not perfect because on such an old car it is not possible to achieve an absolutely flawless surface. But I am happy with this correction. Now that the test panel has given us satisfactory results, we went over the whole car using the same process. For the first step, used a wool pad with a heavy cut compound to remove all the oxidation and all the deeper defects. This process takes the maximum amount of time, and care must be taken not to overheat any of the panels. Though all the major defects are removed after the compounding step, but here you can clearly see that the light from the LED is spreading. This shows the presence of holograms. A finer pad and polish combination is then used to go over the whole car to remove those holograms and to get an absolutely flawless finish. See, the aim has been achieved. And now this is the step that I really love. Here I am using Carpro Essence, a very fine finishing polish which is silica based, and this just gets the gloss to a different level altogether. There are not too many detailers who use this step, but I absolutely love this. This car has been tremendous amount of work. We've already spent more than 24 man-hours on this. You can already see that there is a sea change from what the car was when we received it 3 days ago. Now we are nearing towards the completion. This is the final step. We are using a Carpro eraser. This is the panel prep. We'll wipe down the car and the car will then be ready for the application of coatings. This step is done to ensure that there are no remnants of any polishing oils on the surface and there are no contaminants that have come onto the surface after the application of essence and before the application of the ceramic coating. I even avoid touching the vehicle with my bare hands because I do not want any fingerprints or oils from the skin to get transferred onto the paint. To protect this flawless finish, we are using a marine grade coating from Puris. This is an extremely tough and robust coating designed for use in marine environment, and I found that it works very well in our harsh conditions in Gurgaon. This coating is very high solids and is a bit tricky to apply, but the end result is phenomenal. Once this coating cures, it forms a layer of silicon dioxide on the surface, and this crystal is chemically bonded to the underlying surface. So you can't remove it, you can't peel it off, and it will not chip off. Over a period of time, it might wear down through fair wear and tear, but that thing takes an extremely long time, and I have seen durabilities of more than 3 to 4 years with this coating. As you would have noticed, I love working on vehicles, and I ensure that each and every vehicle stepping out of OCD is absolutely flawless with the best finish possible.